Alright, man. Okay, this clip shouldn't be in that way. Okay, so the clip was in sideways, which means it's about to fall out. Very well. Man, these plastics are like... It's cam here. See it? All that dirt? That's just from wiping my finger on the plastic. You see a little ship? Sure. We got 2 more parts to write down. We're almost to page 2 here. My goodness. Okay, so we got enough for 2 more here. I'm writing everything down on this list, parts-wise, and what bags they go into. Should have taken a few pictures there. We'll take some pictures of the beta quadrant. That one's kind of a no-brainer, slapping it on there. Okay. 15, beta quadrant shuttle. Shuttle screws. 16 will be beta quadrant shuttle. Don't forget the connectors underneath for the ramp switches. What? Sure, solar flare. I mean, this is not something you want to be doing, you know, every couple of months. You don't want to be pulling all the plastics, but it's okay. I mean, the worst that would happen is you have to glue it back on. But I mean, once I'm done detailing this, it's going to be pretty sparkly clean. Pretty sparkly clean. Okay, so we just wrote down 15 and 16. We'll need a little bag for the screws, a big bag for the ship. $15 and don't fall on me. 16. Okay. Cletus, how many hours would you say you put into that emote user script? I know you're working on it all the time. Just like out of curiosity, how much time you think you put into it? Have a great one, Lenny. Same Steve. Curious wolf indeed, sir. Okay. Do you have a shovel?
Back on there and wait for you.
Yeah, broken forever. No, it goes in the back ones. Okay. Sure, you got it. Here is the shuttle. Number 16. All right. Getting places slowly but surely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a few more pictures with my other camcorder here just to make sure we're all on the same page. I have a reference if I need to come back and do something. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. So is this one cohesive piece of plastic? It is, okay. Oh. All right, then that means that I'm going to have to, at some point, oh goodness. Okay, well, we'll start here. So many wire ties. Definitely not something I was prepared for. Should have been. This for sure. Here. Should have been. So I'm not sure where this connects through. If there's a clip I need to take off. Well, I have to take off a clip. Because if I don't take off a clip, I'm not going to be able to pull this off. So I'm going to guess that this wire assembly back here has a 2 green and 2 white wires. It has to have a clip back there. Otherwise, there'd be no way to pull it through the playfield, which would mean that there's no way to remove that plastic ramp. Correct. Red Rabbit Romp. Not going to clip the wire ties, but donk. Calm down. I know there's clips for these. I'm going to do that later, though. Never looked on the posts. Let's just flip it up real quick. That clicky click. Well, that's not right. Hold on. There we go. Now we're cooking with mayonnaise. There are molex connectors under the playfield. Son of a biscuit, I heard that click. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move the camera again. I didn't think my camera placement through very well for this portion. Shame on me for that. Ah, yes, I see it. Three here. Sorry, guys. This connector has the 2 white, 2 green. Goes up through the beta quadrant hole. So that is the connector piece that feeds through to safely remove the beta ramp. So yeah, this is the guts of the machine. The main thing that I want to do when it's on a rotisserie is get this trough off and clean it. It's very dirty. And if you don't clean that piece of equipment, no matter how clean you get the top side, the bottom side will just keep dragging dirt up. God, there's so many clip connectors under here. Good to know, though. Well, Badonkadonk, since you are the expert, what do you use? What do you like to use to disconnect the molex connectors? I know a lot of people have use a lot of different things. What do you use to disconnect yours? I don't have very much experience doing that at all. Okay, we're gonna go back here. I'll drop the table back down. We'll come back to that in a moment. Yeah, they're pretty complicated. It's all simple parts, though, and a good note. Back. Yay! Just pull each side of the connector. Is it really that easy? It's not like the clip connectors for the electronics boards. It's literally just a pull. Well, of course not by the wires, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. Well, I'm guessing you'd wiggle them real gentle. So is it, pardon my ignorance, but is it, oh, it's got obstructed here. is it a pin connector on the inside? Is it just pins going together? Because if so, I'm going to go in and do it. Let me look in the back here and see if it looks like there's enough room to pull it through gently. It doesn't look like it. Not without taking. I guess it gives you enough room to move move it around. Okay. Not as terrifying as I thought. Suicide Link, this machine will not be back in operation for probably 2 to 3 months, would be my guess. Man, the playfield of this machine is in such good shape. It's really very happy with the condition of it. Molex have 4 pins. Male end is the pins, and the female has as well. Feline pins, okay? No, it's not broken. It's in pretty good. There's a couple pieces that need to be replaced on it. The ball kicker up here in the Borg ship keeps sticking, which causes a whole host of issues. A few sketchy solder connections on the bottom, but otherwise it's in really great shape. Just give the connectors a little shuffle. Nice caboose. I'll definitely label them when I pull them apart. No worries there. I'm going extreme on the organization. I don't want to have any put back together problems. I'm going to note it, take a picture, and label it. Department of Redundancy. Alright guys, it's been like an hour. I'm gonna take a break for a second, then we're gonna pop it open, we'll pull apart that molex connector and start working on getting this beta quadrant ramp taken off. And from there we can start taking off the plastics for the jet bumpers and a few other things. The area back here is quite filthy. Yeah, indeed. I don't want to have any headaches putting it back together. Okay, thank you, Sword. It's just the way that they connect together. Yeah, me too, Devlin. I don't want to remove the apron yet because I'm still pulling it up and down. That's the easiest way to do it from what I've seen. So I don't want to remove the apron yet, but I'm actually excited to pull that off too. It's very filthy down here in like the launcher area, so should probably give myself a tetanus shot. Okay, guys, I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes. Just gonna go sit down for a second and drink some water, whatnot. Be right back. Alright guys, we're going to get in here and unplug this molex later. Thank you, Benognog, and other people that are familiar with pinball machines. I appreciate you guys sharing your knowledge. I'm a complete noob at this. I'm not afraid to pull stuff off the machine, but I appreciate advice and knowledge from people that have done it. The way I figure is, and the way I was taught to cook in the kitchen as well, is if you don't know how to do something, do it slow first, and then work towards being fast. Okay, I gotta move this camera before we push it up. Okay, I'm just gonna move this real quick. Sorry, guys. Okay, it's locked. Okay. Yeah, new Dare. Sorry if I missed any subs tonight. I'm really trying to focus on the execution of this more so than chat. I love you guys, I do, but yeah, we'll try pulling on it gently and see what happens. Okay, first things first, we gotta get some electrical tape cut here to make sure that we know what goes where. I'm going to use yellow for this one. Sorry, Solar Flare, yeah. Who was it? Every Sunday, Spicy Nun. It is intimidating, to be honest, but it's all good. Okay, so I got 2 pieces of electrical tape cut here for each side of the molex connector. Okay. Ventaroo! Little hand to you. Little hand to you. Welcome to the Dapper. Yes, indeed, Devlin. This machine's in really good condition. Adam's family, it's pretty dirty. It's a lot worse than this one, for sure. Okay, come on. Okay, let's see if we can find out. So this is the one for sure. This is the one for sure. I can see it leads up through the hole, which I know is there. Is there? Well, it doesn't want to come off. We give it a couple more gentle tugs, and if not, I'll put a little flathead screwdriver kind of in between the gaps, real gentle, and see if I can do it. Okay, let me try from the other side. I'll be able to get more leverage. Okay. What's happening? Real careful not to pull on the wires at all. Okay, man, that thing is pretty in there. All right, I'll take suggestions here. My initial thought is to take a flathead screwdriver and just kind of try to do it. Yeah, I'm not twisting it at all. I'm just, wiggling it. Yes, Nimtrack, yes. Give it the hammer. hammer. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that. So let's see if I can get this with camera up here. What we're going at is this connector here. It's a square. Got a little thing. I think debating just putting a flathead screwdriver and trying to loosen it a little bit. That connects up through this hole back here, which allows me to take the ramp off, which is my goal. Yes, be very gentle with it. There's one side where it locks. A thin flat screwdriver could be inserted there to prevent the locking while you slowly wiggle it loose. That was my idea. I see where the lock is. I understand where that's from, so we'll give that a go. I've got a very small tool here. Very small, very flat piece. Should do the trick. Okay. Yeah, the release is, let me see, let's go here. The release is in this little slot right here. There's a little, I guess you can't see it because it's not autofocusing correctly. But there's a little gap right here with a little tab. And let me just make sure this fits before I walk over to the other side. Yeah, it fits in there good. God, it doesn't want to go, man. Doesn't want to go. I'm not wiggling the wires too much. All the connections look solid. There is no release, so it's literally just I don't want to lock pliers down onto it because I'm afraid the plastic will be brittle from being that old. Spudgers, small plastic flatheads, pokies with small mechanical things. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the flathead. I'm going to go around the outside. Go around the outside with it and then try to use some elbow grease. See if I can just loosen the connection a bit. And then go from there. Okay, yeah, there is no... Good. That's not a lock, is it? That's my life. It's really... Oh, I think I might have... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Got there. Okay, cool. We got there. The little screwdriver, I got it barely underneath the plastic, and that definitely loosened it up enough. Okay. Next thing is to make sure that we label these things properly. We got yellow. I'll make a tab real quick. Always got to make a tab so it's easier to take off. Make a tab on the electrical tape. Yellow on this one. All right. Give Rex molex. That was honestly pretty terrifying. I've never done that before. So, cool. Okay, nice. So we got this much room to work with. I'm going to see if I can push up, push this up a little bit. No, I think pulling's the smarter move. There is 2 zip ties on there. Obviously not going to mess with those, but here we go. Nice. Well, thanks for your help, guys. Appreciate it. I learned something new today. I think the most exciting part about doing this is just the learning process. Learning little stupid stuff like that is very rewarding to me. And one day I'll know it all. That'll never happen. Okay, cool. So, get our camera back online here. Oh crap, I'm gonna need it at least slightly tilted. I think pulling it 2 back is actually gonna be the way to go. Step 1. Step 2. Okay. Yes, I am, Cletus. Yes, I am. Okay. So, we should be able to look back down here and see where we're at. This wire here is where we just cut. So, that leaves us with some wiggle room. Let's pull this plastic piece off and go from there. Okay. Let me see if I can get a better position for this webcam for you guys. Since we're going to be in this position for a minute. If you knew it all, you wouldn't get the satisfaction. Damn right. Let's hook this through here. That'll work. Okay, cool. Okay. I feel better now. I was terrified of that. It's cool. Well, that's going to be a real pain to get off without the, let's see, maybe there's an angle in there. The connectors never stood a chance. So it looks to me like I want to unscrew this before I do anything, so I can, move it to the side and have it kind of free float. So I can get to this screw safely. I have a tool to get that screw safely, but this is no longer a problem because we know that this whole piece is... Well, actually... No, I should just remove this, and then swing this to the side. Okay, cool. Man, I really gotta come up with a better camera setup next time. I'm like very compact in here. There's like too much stuff going on. That's worth it though. Okay. Hey Amadeus, good to see you, sir. Yeah, actually, Zaydo, I think we might be hanging a camera from the ceiling. It might end up with being what's happening. We'll see. I'm gonna look from the other side real quick, see if I can get a different perspective here. Perspective's good. Okay. Okay, yeah. This piece is never really going to come off. You could knock it off, but you don't want to, I don't think. So the way this works is, when the ball passes through here, it lifts up this micro switch, which clicks, and then registers there. Pretty straightforward stuff. I mean, okay. Technically, if I just pull off the pieces that are connected to the ramp, I can remove the ramp and the connectors and the wire all at once and not mess with these at all. That's probably the way to go. I want to clean them individually, but if I have the ramp itself off, it shouldn't be a problem at all. My biggest concern, I guess, is feeding through this. I'm just going to grab the right tool to do that and do it the right way, rather than try to remove the other piece. This is indeed an IRC room. Okay. I highly doubt this piece will work right, but we'll find out shortly. Tighten. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to tackle this from the other side. Scary. Alright, way too big. Very well then. Come on. That looks a little better. I don't think I need the piece on there, but it's not cranked down too bad. Before wrong about that. Oh, it's too big too. No lock nut on the back. Very interesting. Not gonna happen. Alrighty then. Alright, different idea. Got the right piece, take off all the screws. I'm gonna just barely unplug that and swing it to the side so I can get access to that other screw. We will take this off, kind of, but not really. Just to swing it. Yep, that'll work fine. Nice. Alright, I'll hand unthread those in just a moment. I'm going to put this one back in for now. We got there. Slowly but surely. I was gonna say you better hand unscrew after that, sirs. I wonder what this part back here is called. I guess it's just a flasher light, so pretty much the extent of it. Okay. I'll label that real quick, and then we'll pull the ramp off the playfield. So, I've got 2 little screws down here, 2 divots. These posts shouldn't matter. Huh. Okay. Got a rusty washer in there somewhere. Very well. This one, I'm not worried about getting scratched up at all, so we'll just do 1 small bag for all 3 pieces. The 2 at the entrance flap and the 2 at the back. Okay, that's what I saw too. Thanks for the clarification though, Doink. Appreciate that. Okay, cool. So I'll write this down on our list of stuff. We're now on to page number 2. Let's flip this over. We're on number 17. We'll call this something stupid like back left flasher. Sure. 17. Back left. Flasher plus screws. Okay. Take my brown pen now. Oh my goodness, I gotta take a minute to tidy myself. I'm gonna drive myself nuts doing this. Too much, man, too much. Okay. 17. Alright, tidy time. Okay, go. Quick tidy over here off cam. Ramp in the right place. Oh yes, organization. Put all these little bits and stuff back in. Okay. Feel like a new man. Okay, so we have a Phillips head and the 2 screws on the back, so we're label number 18. Number 18 is going to be beta ramp screws. Okay. There isn't a... Okay, no, it's just not really threaded great. I was really... If there's a lock under there, that'd be asinine. Well, I guess it's actually threaded very well would be the correct way to say it. Just, it's very tight. after this, we're not out of the woods yet. How in the hell are you supposed to get to that? Yes, you're not. Okay. So we got 2 little Phillips heads down here. I got the tool for that for sure. Probably should have got my tool ready before I headed over. Goes on. I'm gonna say it's gonna be probably slightly smaller than the big one. Let's go for this one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really glad. I was hesitant to buy the magnetic bowl. I was like, oh, I won't need that. But been the MVP of today is that magnetic bowl, man. MVP. I think I might just end up ordering at least new ramp protectors for this. There's definitely some weird rust stuff going on around this area. I don't know why, but this area seemed to get beat up for whatever reason. Okay, there's that. Longer screw than I anticipated. Oh yeah, I just felt it release. That's nice. It's a good feel. Okay. Oh my goodness, okay. So this is riveted to this piece. I totally missed that one. Okay, cool. So the beta ramp actually attaches to, well, what appears to be, just stick it on the rubber? No. Okay, so this isn't connected. Everything's loose there. It's connected to this piece of metal. So this piece has to come off. Just connected in 1, 2. That's not even a connector. This is for the plastic. What's this thing connected to? There's 2 screws down here, 2 screws down here. Okay. I'll bag them separately. My question is, can I get my screwdriver in here to take those out? I don't think so. Maybe with the extender I can go through the mid. It almost seems like this needs to come loose and swing over in order for me to do that. Yeah, we'll just don't want to mess with bending this too much because it is connected to plastic. Very well then. Label it accordingly and go from there. Silly oversight on my part. Okay. So plastics only. Okay. So I labeled these as beta ramp screws, plastics only. That way I know these 4 go into the plastics. Obviously, I'll probably remember most of the stuff when I go to put it back together, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'm in no rush to get this project done. It's going to get done right. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here, but there's a rusty hex nut here, 2 rusty hex nuts, and a rusty washer in this area. But I don't see rust anywhere else on the machine, so I wonder what happened. Maybe beer got spilled on it or something? Who knows? Okay, let's see if we can do this. Well, what would this ramp be called? Delta Quadrant Board kickout. Board kickout's here. What to label it? Well, first thing, let's see if we can get down here. Hot diggity, we can. That's nice. Getting those screws back is going to be a problem. Not even the telescopic wand's going to fit in there. Very well. We can get the ramp off. That's the big piece. Okay. I say, please tell me you're the right size, please. Hole here? Not really. I don't know. I'm hesitant to pull this off right now because I don't know how I'm going to get the screws after I unscrew them. I don't have anything telescopic enough to go that deep. What mounts this piece of metal? Can't get to that either without removing this piece. Well, I suppose if they actually get dropped, I could always pull them back up later. Like the last thing I want to do, though. I have a magnet, but not of that size. Not enough to fit down the crevice. I don't have that size magnet. Okay, well there is not enough space underneath that. The problem is there's very little space for anything else to fit down. I mean, I could slap the wand on there and hope that magnetizes it enough to pull it out. But if it drops, it drops. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Ain't gonna hurt anything. It'll be slightly magnetized at the very worst. I can almost say that putting the magnetic tray on there would probably be enough to rip it up, but I don't know, man. Yeah, the gaps are really awkward size. Piece of gum on a string! Next level, man. Next level. Well, I think I'll be buying a smaller wand at the very least. This thing's nice, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. Like the scariest game of operation of my life. Okay, we got there. Give me that. I kind of just realized how silly I am, because yeah, this one's not going to pull out, but it's okay, because after I get these two out, they're kind of like there's a hook and washer, so it's going to pull up with the ramp. So I can just pull the ramp up a little bit and be okay. We'll get it then. I think the GameWorks in Seattle is actually the first time I remember putting a decent amount of time into this particular machine. Like I put like something like $15 into it, kicked my ass all the way across the arcade. I'll at least be able to pull it up enough to grab the screws with the magnet, so that'll be nice. I still have to pull this wire through, which I'm worried about, but it has to get done to pull the plastic off, so happening one way or another. Crikey. Controlling myself right now. I was very nervous working around here, so so many wires on the ground. Okay, let's see how this goes, huh? Let's lift this up gently. Nice. Nice. What was that noise? Don't make that noise. What was down there? Could be a lot of things. No washers, so we got them. Okay, next. Oh god, that was the other screw. Okay, I see it. I see it. We're okay. At least I have a reference of what it is. Okay. Now we're gonna kind of try to fandangle this to the side momentarily. Let me pull it straight up. Don't do that. Maybe I have to feed it through from the bottom. I don't know. If I move this to the side, I can get that. That is a weird looking hex nut. It's different than all the others. Maybe they switched it up. Okay. Well, we know we're missing one of these. Fortunately, very set size, and I know where it is, so I'll just make a mental note that it's inside the machine right now. Good call. We'll take a few photos and then go from there. Done enough work to take a few photos. Nice part is it's all on live stream, but a couple photos never hurt anybody. Okay. Put this back in. I'm gonna guess that feeding the wire from the bottom's probably safer than pulling it from the top. How do you organize all those screws? I either use an ice cube tray method or I bag them individually per part. Alright. Anything else I need? I don't think so. We almost have the beta ramp off the machine, which is going to be a moral victory for me. Okay, I'm going to get this piece of plastic off, is what I'm going to do, and then look how big the hole is. Okay. Neat. But before we do that, gonna catalog the screws. Okay. Alrighty. So 19 here is going to be beta ramp screws for metal only. Metal only. Okay, so I'm going to label this bag 19, but I'm going to leave it sitting not in the bunch because we're missing a screw that I can't get to at the moment. But we'll be able to get to shortly. So the one screw fell down, which was my fault. I should have gone for the hex nut screw first. If I would have gone for the hex nut screw first, the other ones had washers on them, or they have more rounded tips, which allow them to hold in the hook a lot better.